Engaged lessons for the 21st century.
Reading and Comprehension, From Nomad to Farmer, Video 1. This is an engaged video created by Willoughby Eastlake Schools. How to use the video lesson. There are 4 steps and/or 4 options. Option number 1, video and questions on screen. Complete video engaged. If you are presently using a smartboard, please remember to save this video first and then open it up with Smart Video Player. Step 2, Option 2, video and print out only the comprehensive questions that are provided. The video will play the story and the students will write on the comprehensive questions. Step 3, Option 3, simply print out the handout only and provide a handout for each student in your class. Step 4, Option 4, simply use the smartboard lesson that is provided only. Many historians and scientists believe that the earliest people in North America may have traveled here from the continent of Asia many thousands of years ago. At that time, Earth was experiencing an ice age. Much of the water that separates the northern parts of Asia and North America would have been frozen at that time. It may have formed an ice bridge that people were able to walk across. Perhaps they were hunters following their food. Perhaps they were adventurous and wanted to explore. We do not know for sure. Their migration to North America, however, may make them the ancestors of the people we call Native Americans. We do know that the earliest North Americans were nomads. They traveled from place to place instead of settling in one place. Eventually, these nomads began to establish permanent settlements. They had already learned to gather plants growing in the wild. After a time, they began to learn about agriculture. Agriculture is raising plants and animals for human use. With more reliable sources for food, they didn't need to move around so much. As they began to look for more permanent homes, they paid attention to the resources of specific locations. They wanted to live near water sources such as streams or rivers. This helped ensure that they could water their crops and take care of the water needs of humans and animals. It is not surprising then to discover that most early villages were located very close to water sources. People moved around less often than before. However, they were still slowly migrating to other areas. Every time a group or tribe moved into a different natural environment, they had to adapt to the climate and resources of that area. The clothing they wore, the kind of houses they built, and even the kind of food that they ate depended upon the region in which they lived. Over time, 4 major cultural regions developed in North America: the Eastern Woodlands, the Great Plains, the Pacific Northwest, and the Desert Southwest. If you would, please have a student come up to the smartboard for the next or first series of questions relative to reading and comprehension. Thank you. Page 1. Please do not pick up a pen until you're asked to do so. Answer the following questions based on the reading passage. Don't forget to go back to the passage whenever necessary to find or confirm your answers. Question 1. The ice bridge theory has never been proven, but could be true. Do you think it is a reasonable explanation for how Native Americans came to North America? Question 2. what might be a benefit of living life as a nomad? If you would please pick up a pen and answer these two questions. Please do that now. Okay, here is the answers that we came up with. Question 1. The ice bridge theory has never been proven, but could be true. Do you think it is a reasonable explanation of how Native Americans came to North America? Student's choice. You decide whether or not you think it's true or not. Question 2. What might be a benefit of living life as a nomad? Again, student's choice. By looking at the paragraphs relative to these two questions, hopefully you made your decision. If you would please have another student come up to the smartboard, and while they're coming up here, if you would please pick up an eraser and erase your answers. Thank you. Page 2. Please do not pick up a pen until you're asked to do so. Answer the following question based on the reading passage. Don't forget to go back to the passage whenever necessary to find or confirm your answer. Question 3. Besides having a fresh water source, how could living by the river meet the tribe's needs? If you would please, pick up a pen to answer this question. Okay, here is the answer that we have. Besides having a fresh water source, how could living by the river meet the tribe's needs? The river could provide water for watering crops and meeting human and animal needs. If your answer matched ours, that is unbelievable. Fantastic. If you would please, have another student come up to the smartboard for the next series of questions, and while they're doing that, if you would please pick up an eraser and erase your answer. Thank you. Page 3. Please do not pick up a pen until you're asked to do so. Answer the following questions based on the reading passage. Don't forget to go back to the passage whenever necessary to find or confirm your answer. Question 4. Why did tribes in different areas live in different houses? Question 5. In which of the 4 cultural regions would you choose to build a home? Explain your answer. If you would please, pick up a pen to solve these 2 questions. Okay, here's what we have as an answer. Question 4. Why did tribes in different areas live in different kinds of houses? Because each region had different natural resources that they must use. And question 5. In which of the 4 cultural regions would you choose to build a home? And obviously you put down your answers to which area you would like to live. If your answers matched ours, that is outstanding. If you would please, pick up an eraser and erase your answers. And we would like to thank you for working with us today on reading and comprehension.